Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another monthly recap. So, in this video, I'll be breaking down how I did throughout the month of August, day trading stocks for about an hour every day. Now, before we jump into it, we're going to talk a little bit about our disclaimer. We're going to talk a little bit about ways in which you guys can get started if you're interested in learning how to day trade. And we're going to also talk about things I can do better to improve for next month. So, first and foremost, our disclaimer. Ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't know, if you're now tuning into this field to my channel for the first time, day trading, like any other business here in the United States, is risky. It has its pros and it has its cons. If you ask me, it's one of the easiest, hardest way to make money. And I say that because we're not building bridges and tunnels. We're not working in the hot, in the cold. We are in here by our computer, but it is very mentally challenging. It's almost like psychological warfare at times. The emotions can be real. So understand that day trading is risky. Understand that it's best to approach the market in a low risk way using a simulator or risk money. In a simulator, you can practice trading the live market with artificial currency. Risk money is a certain amount of cash you put to the side. You trade with that. If you lose it, it does not affect your life. Besides that, never copy trade me. That's a recipe to fail immediately. You have to understand the fundamentals of what you're doing. And lastly, guys, I do not invest money from my subscribers. So be careful of any fake accounts and impersonating accounts out there pretending to be me. All right. So with that being said, without any further ado, let's jump into this recap. So we're going to go from August 1st to August 31st. Very long month in August. Here we go. Here's the calendar, guys. So from Tuesday, you guys can see we had a very good start to the month. 2200 kicking things off, pushing us in the right direction. Week one, all green days. Small green on Friday, but Monday coming in a little red. But from there, recovering nicely, finishing the rest of the week very strong. The 10th, I remember, I believe this was a day where things just did not go in my favor, but should have been a good green day. We could have been a little bit more quick. And when we get to the section where we talk about improvements and things that can do better, speed is going to be a big factor. So keep that in mind. But yeah, our biggest red day, I believe, about 900. So we had a couple of bigger red days, but all in all, our bigger green days definitely eclipsed those days easily. And that's what's really helped us to be profitable. Managing risk, slowing it down when things aren't going well, and picking it up when things are. And so we have a whopping $20,000, guys. $19,969 in gross profits. And in terms of net gains, because I do pay some small fees at the broker I'm using, we're at $19,367 on the month. Back when I used to work at Amazon, guys, I would work, at a delivery station, 10-hour shifts, 6 days a week to make about 900 bucks. And, it's just beyond belief that, this type of opportunity is out there. And now I'm doing it and doing it on a higher level than I was the years prior. So I'm very proud of myself. I'm very grateful. I am a man of religion. I thank God each and every day that I wake up and I get another opportunity and another chance in the markets, and at life in general, because, it's all about improving for me. That's my only goal. How can I improve? And over time, can that compound? And then can we see that better result in the end? So, I'm grateful for this. This is absolutely amazing. Let's come on down. Let's take a look at some of the stats. So an average gain of $842.08. Average daily volume, 379,000 shares. Average winning trade 78, average losing trade 55. We have a total number of trades at 2,100, 1,021 winning trades, 1,095 losing trades, and we do have some scratch trades in there as well. Max consecutive winning trades, 10 in a row. Max consecutive losing trades, also 10 in a row. Not so great there. Largest gain, just over 1K. Largest lost, just over 1K. And this is usually happening, the bigger winners are happening when there's a stock that's just going and going and going, and it starts to jump 20, 30, 40, 50 cents or more at a time. versus the losing trades are when I'm trying to watch for a pullback entry and the stock does a colossal drop almost instantly. I don't have a chance to sell for a tight loss, and I end up getting what they call slippage and losing a little bit bigger. But all in all, great stuff. Coming down, we have a profit factor of 1.32. Average hold time winning trades, 12 seconds. Average hold time losing trades, 7 seconds. And again, as mentioned, max consecutive losses are at 10. So total fees at my broker this month, $600. That's a decent amount of money for what's known as a free commission-based broker. So there's still some fees there for all the orders that we're taking. Now, when it comes to taxes, this is something that a lot of people like to talk about. Hey, how much do you pay in taxes? Well, that amount does vary, and it also varies for each of us individually, depending on, other assets, other businesses, your status and how you're filing taxes, whether it's under an individual or an entity, let's say like an LLC. Are you married? All these different type of things, and of course, the end tally of how much you make. I don't know where I'm going to end up at the end of the year. I have a lot of big ambitions. And so, there's no telling how well we'll continue to do. So it's hard to say how much of this will be taxed. It'll probably be a little bit more, to be honest, because I'm aiming for bigger and bigger and better and better. So, let's say they take $3,000 or $4,000 out of this for tax. Let's just throw out that number out there. So what that means for people like myself is to manage and not spend all of this money like crazy. We still have to save. We still have to account for Uncle Sam at the end, April of the calendar year. So moving on to price and volume, or let's go back, day and time. I was actually red on Monday, which is very disappointing for me. And when I see things like this, it lets me know how well I can actually do. Because really and truly, I can make $7,000 to $10,000 every week, in terms of every day, right? Every day of the week, I can average 10,000. And this easily tells me that I can get to $50,000 months if I'm to perform as good as I need to, right? I need to perform at the best of my abilities on every single day of the week. And that will equate to $50,000 months. And mark my words when I say that's right around the corner. Man, I'm not gonna do too much talking about the future. I'm just gonna show it, in my actions and how I improve as I continue to trade, because there's a lot of energy, and I think it's best just spent without talking too much. So, we can improve on Monday, Thursday, Fridays, Tuesday, Wednesday. Very good stuff. Wednesday historically is my worst performing day, which is why I always like to tell traders to not have that stigma. Some people will say, hey, you know, January is my worst month. January is the slowest month for me. That's the market is not seasonal. January this year could be cold. January next year could be hot. We just don't know. We just have to trade to the best of our abilities and be as disciplined as possible. So performance by duration. So you guys will see between 9:30 and about 10:30, 11 is where I get the bulk of my gains. Moving on to price and volume. So between $5 and $10 is where we did the most of the money, followed by 10 and 20, and then a little lower between $5 and $1. Performance by stock. Stock YELL, VCIG, TSAT. Those were amongst the top stocks, around 3K, 2K, and so forth. DRUG. Our worst stock of the month was BRSH, and I think this is where we had got caught in that big flush, down 978 on that one. A little disappointing. So, ultimately the winners will get bigger, the losers will get bigger, but we need to have it be exponential on the winning side, and we still need to manage risk as best as possible to keep this mild. Market behavior, I don't pay too much attention to this, but some of you guys do like to see this type of stat. Relative to the SPY, our performance, between -1, -2%, we're at 1K. So regardless of what the overall market is doing, we're making money. And for the most part, we had a slower month here for the overall market. And so it was between 0, +1% and -1%. And we're, regardless of what's going on, if there's opportunity in the small cap land, we can make money. It's possible. It's not guaranteed, but it's possible, right? And so right here, I think it's a good place to bridge and talk a little bit about how those of you out there who are looking to learn, how you can get started. Lucky for you guys, Your favorite YouTuber, Relentless Trader, has a day trading course. And this is not the BS that you see out there of get rich quick nonsense. This is hard work, back-breaking work, blood, sweat, and tears, months and years to potentially get to where you need to be. Because day trading is not easy, man. Day trading is not easy. It's one of the hardest things I've had to do and that I continue to do. As mentioned earlier, it's a little like psychological warfare. So here at Merciless Markets, you guys can learn to trade and think like a profitable trader. All right, so you guys can come on down, check out our website. The links are down below. You have 2 6-figure traders in myself and my business partner Marcelo, my great friend here in the trading community. Check us out, guys. You get access to our 0 to advanced trading course, right? Ongoing lectures, live Q&As, weekly Q&As, guys. Every Sunday we do a Q&A. There's live trading archives from Marcelo, and there's live trading archives for myself. This is where we screen record all of our trades, including all the instruments we use, and post it to the course website every day for our students to check out so they can see where we're buying, where we're selling, why we cut the loss, why we held the position, everything. All of our big green days, our big red days, and so much more. You get a daily watch list and trade plan every day, every morning around 9 a.m. There's low latency streaming via our Discord chat room, right? If you're not familiar with Discord, guys, you can't be living behind the time, all right? Discord is a chat room service that, you know, it's a great place to bring people together, and that's exactly what we have going on with over 3,800 members, rather, 3,800 members in our community now. You guys can join for the very low price of just $6.99. All right, you guys can check it out. If you want to become a full-on member, you can use the option for $14.99. But for those of you who are looking to become students, there's no need to pay because students are free. As it says right here, lifetime access, limited offer, lifetime access to the Relentless Trading chat room. There's one-on-one mentorships with Marcelo and myself. And we also have a designated section strictly for all of our students in the chat. There's a main floor, and then there's a trading floor for all of our students. So check us out. Use coupon code VEGAS. Coupon code VEGAS, baby, for 40% off. Those of you who do decide to become gold members, you guys will be entered into a raffle for a chance to win a trip to Las Vegas in this upcoming November. This coupon code should have expired in August, at the end of August rather, but we're going to run it a little longer here into September. And at the end of this month, we're going to announce the winner. One of you guys will get a free, all expenses paid trip to Vegas with us for the day trading conference called Traders for a Cause. So this is a seminar that goes down in Vegas. It's going to be fun. It's going to be interesting. A lot of big speakers. Humble Trader, the big YouTuber, Brian Rivera, the day trading CPA, a lot of big names, investor underground traders, the short traders are going to be there. So it's going to be a good experience to learn and grow alongside myself and Marcelo. So check it out. And to come back to the technicals here and the stats, our biggest drawdown on the month was 2,200. Guys, part of being a day trader means losing. And I had this question recently. Hey, Relentless, how are you not bothered by your red days? Guys, you know, it doesn't feel good to be red, but we have to be professionals. And I'm saying it like that because at the end of the day, no human is, you know, pure of emotions. And, you know, no one has rid emotions. Emotions are just simply part of our biology and DNA. And so it's okay to have feelings. And on the red days, it's okay to be just a little down. But you have to still be a professional. You can be furious at your job, but no one would ever know. You would still conduct yourself in a very good way, and you wouldn't do anything to jeopardize yourself because, you know, people are watching, there's cameras, there's a boss. And day trading, we are our own bosses. We are the manager. We are the employee as well. So you have to be able to have mastery over yourself to understand that even when things are not going good, you still need to perform and you still need to pay attention, and you have to hold yourself accountable as if there is a boss watching at you. You are your own boss. So watch yourself and understand that yes, you can get a little emotional. but you have to be professional. You have to do what you need to do to ensure success for the long run. And so when I get a red day, am I super happy? I'm not super happy, but I still understand that, hey, this is the nature of what I'm doing. And at the end of the day, nothing great is ever easy. Similar to boxing, you can be the greatest boxer, Mike Tyson, whoever you want to say, Muhammad Ali, all these crazy guys, and they still took punches. They still got knocked down. So we're gonna take punches too, but it's not how you fall, it's how it's how you get up. So you have to keep on pushing forward, and keep the composure. And if you can have that mastery over yourself, it's very, very possible to see consistency in the market, or else what we're doing here would be impossible. Literally, there'd be no profitable trader, and this would definitely be something like gambling, where you just buy, close your eyes, blink 2 times, and see if you're green or not. And that's not the case. We have strategies here. So in terms of what I can do better, right? Switching segments. Relentless trader, what can you have done better on this month, right? Let's bring this down a little bit more, by the way. Guys, I had 8 red days. Let's go to win-loss versus days. I had, 9. I had 14 winning days and 9 losing days. This is absolutely reprehensible. This should not happen. If we come out here and we hit clear, we go back to the calendar, you guys will see that on my better months in terms of consistency, there's 4 red days, there's 4 more, there's 3, there's 4, versus months like June, March, and now August, where I'm averaging 7 or more red days. It's too many. And a lot of these red days can be avoided if I'm to perform to the best of my ability. And what does that mean? Guys, there are days though, despite me being here for 5 years now, more than 5 years, there are still days where I hesitate. There are times where, I see what I want to see, what I need to see, but I don't pull the trigger, hit the buy button. Sometimes I hesitate a little too often. Sometimes there's a higher level of fear. There might be a stock that's so extremely volatile. Despite me seeing the entries, I'm worried about the risk. There are some days where I'm mentally distracted. We all have things going on in our personal lives. No one of us knows the other trader to the T. Only you can know yourself. And I've had some mental distractions here. And, something I'm working on to keep myself focused. Another thing that I've noticed, I need to pay more attention to my scans. Pay more attention to the call outs, right? Sometimes there's some great call outs from the community. And another thing is to always remember, that I need to stay focused longer. In terms of just the duration, let's say the duration of the day. Okay, 10:30 comes. If I want to pace myself, I want to take a 5-minute break, that's okay. But after that 5 minutes is done, come back, start my rotation again, keep checking the scans. And a lot of times I come back, I get a little sloppy, I start ranting a little too much, and then I miss a lot of key opportunities. So just off of that alone, even if it's just 3 or 4 of these red days turned green or flat, that's a huge difference. It's a huge, huge difference. So, let it be something that's known out there for you guys to also keep in mind. Pay attention, pace yourself properly, be wary of the mental distractions out there. And, lastly, speed. I need to be a little quicker on some of the trades when it comes to just hitting the buy button once I recognize the opportunity. Another thing, hotkeys, being a little bit quicker with my hotkeys, getting the appropriate share size that I want and paying more attention to the tape. All of that ties into speed. Being able to recognize what's happening, being better with my keyboard and quickly getting the opportunities. So speed is big as well. And I think those are the things that I can improve on to see less red days here in September and a better month overall, right? Whether the P&L is bigger or smaller or the same, I think we can improve in a lot of ways. And usually when you're improving, the gains will follow because it has no choice. So, guys, If you want to be a part of the community, check out our Discord, subscribe to this YouTube channel where there's free content coming out religiously. Check out everything that we have to offer, all right? Again, code Vegas for 40% off of the day trading course that I have. For those of you who are also using this platform here in TraderView, I do have some links down below that you guys can utilize to get a discount on your monthly subscription as well. All right, just call me the plug, all right, the Wall Street plug. So with that being said, it's been Relentless Trader. It's been a great monthly review here, guys. And you know what, before we wrap it up, we can't forget some motivation for the people that's out there who might be struggling, right? Because it wasn't always like this for me. You know, let's quickly go back to October. We have to go back to October of 2020, where and just in 2020 in general, you guys will see I was having more red days. All right, this was me. This was me, myself. This was not somebody else trading at this computer for me. This was me right here. The complete opposite. Just 4 green days and everything else is red. And bigger red days at that. At this time, losing $400, you know, it was a lot. 500, 1,000, 400, 500. So, you know, understand again, nothing that is great is ever easy. It takes sacrifices. It takes discipline. It takes consistency. So let's continue to keep on, right? Let's continue keeping on. Remember that there's no mountain too high. There's no wall too tall. If you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hands. And so keep chasing down your dreams. Only you know what it is that you desire, what it is that you need to feel that level of gratefulness and accomplishment. So keep on pushing, keep striving, keep digging deep, and do all the necessary things that you know of to adjust. Don't just keep trading away. You know, make sure that you're tracking your stats. Make sure that you're recording your screen. Make sure that if you're losing big consistently, that you use small size. Do whatever is necessary to ensure success, even if it means taking a small step back to take a major step forward. Do what is necessary. This is not a place for ego. This is not a place for pride. And when it comes to the wrong mindset, you have to be prideful towards the right things, the correct things. Be prideful on your discipline. Be prideful with your consistency, your punctuality. No, do not be, do not have that ego of you needing to prove that you're better than the market. That's not the way. You want to work with the market, alongside the market. Do not fight against the market. The market is bigger than all of us. The market is the vast ocean, and there's no one that can swim across the ocean. There's no one that can drink all the water from the ocean without drowning, okay? So do the responsible thing, make the adjustments as you go, and improve slowly over time, guys. It's not a matter of getting rich overnight. Can we become consistent, and can we see improvements in our life over time? We don't need to become, the richest person on earth here. It's all about improving our quality of life and essentially becoming free over time, financially free, and having a very good system with time, as we don't need to day trade for 10 hours a day. There's no commute. You can travel and trade, all right? So there's a lot of pros here if we can get to where we need to be, so let's keep working. With that being said, it's been your favorite YouTuber, Relentless. Hit that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.